Happy holidays, everyone. It's Amanda here with your 2020 RuneScope. And yes, if you didn't get the memo, if you didn't watch the intro in last month's RuneScope, this will be my last video. And I will no longer be conducting private Skype sessions after December 19th. That's gonna be the last day. I did open up a few more dates if you have never gotten a reading from me and always wanted to, or it's been a while since you've gotten one. You can drop me a line at my email address. It's below in the box below the video. If it's gone, if it's not there, that just means that all of those appointments have been booked. So yeah, it's just time for me to move on. I got to do what I'm always telling you guys to do and follow the path that Spirit is shoving me in, and actually has been for the last 2 years. So I'm actually really excited about the new chapter and to have a better work-life balance. That will be nice. So it's just time. But, so I do take my own advice, just to let you know. But it's been a great 7.5-year ride here on YouTube. If I ever do come back, I never say never, but I don't have any plans to. If I do, though, I will pop up on this channel, just say hi and see who's hanging out. So if you want to stay subscribed, feel free, or just search for RuneScopes every now and then to see if I'm back. I do love doing this. It's something I enjoy. So even if I'm not on here, trust me, I will be reading someone's runes or tarot out there in the world somewhere. But thank you so much for your support, your comments, your likes, your shares, all of my regulars. Thank you so much for supporting me over the years. I couldn't have done it without you. It was the whole point I was here. And even if these videos had only helped a few people, it would have been worth it. But from the heartfelt comments I've received, I can tell, and I'm so heartened and happy and actually humbled by your comments from last month. And I'm sure I'll get more this month. And I read every single one, so I am reading those as you comment. I do read those. So thank you so much, and I'm so happy and humbled to hear that the videos have helped so many people. And I'm so glad that I could do that. And so thanks for the support. But yeah, this is gonna be our last one. Also, the Vimeo channel will be going away. I think it's the end of January or February, I'm not really sure. Again, all of that content will be outdated. The last thing I posted was November spiritual guidance, so that'll be over anyway. However, this YouTube video will be here all year for 2020. Do check back in from time to time to see where you are with our runes. We're gonna be using the Medieval Scapini Tarot for our 2020 RuneScopes. And then also I'm going to pull a major arcana from the Oswald Worth tarot deck. I did get it to shuffle better. It was a lot easier with just the major arcana. But I want to pull like a yearly overview card for all of you and just kind of see what themes, or what at least some of the major themes are going to be that you're dealing with in 2020. So without further ado, have a lovely holiday season, and a Happy New Year too. And let's jump in and see how that new year is gonna go for y'all. Hey Libra, let's jump into 2020. See what the runes have got for you. For 2020. Libra 2020, what is going on? Ooh, lots of runes. As always, Libra, this is a general reading. So some messages will apply to you, but others are going to be for the other Libras out there. Just because you're all Libra, you know, they could be very different messages. So we'll get, actually, we almost always get quite a few different scenarios coming through. You can always check the video for your rising sign as well to get clarification. If something's repeated in both of those, then it's almost always applicable to you. If you would like a private session with me and you haven't set that up yet, scooch it on back, the little button to the intro. That will be the most updated. I'll let you know if I have anything left. In December, I record the intro last, so that will have the most updated information about that. In general, however, for Libra, It's a pretty big year. We got 3 major arcana here on the table. The present energy, because we're looking at an entire year, will extend from roughly the end of 2019 to like the end of March 2020. You got the Sun, which is an excellent card. This is validation. It's recognition, promotion, celebration. And this could come after a period of being in the dark or feeling like you didn't have all the information. So if you're watching this in 2019 and things are hidden, maybe you don't know particularly why you're not getting the recognition you deserve, you're being passed over for a promotion, maybe it's been a tough year career-wise or study-wise, or this can also be about graduating. So those of you that are set to finish school in 2020, especially this time frame, that end of March time frame, you would really be, you're gonna know by then how you're doing, more than likely. Those of you that are in school and will be graduating or planning to graduate in 2020, there may be a test or an exam. You don't know about it yet. I mean, of course you haven't, you haven't even started that semester yet, most of you, but, yeah, there could be something that it's unexpected and you do poorly on it, unfortunately. However, you're still going to be able to graduate is what I'm seeing here. There's going to be some other option. What I'm kind of feeling here is like you study for it, but you study the wrong thing, or it's not clear like what you're, and it's like you sit down to take this test and you're like, well, this has nothing, this is not even what I went over, this is not even what I studied. So yeah, Libra, if you're in school, make sure you pay attention to even an oral presentation too. If there's something you have to do, like a slideshow or some kind of project you have to present or something, make sure you understand or are clear on what it is you're studying, if it's an exam, or what it is you're supposed to present, like what the requirements are. Because there could be some confusion, like there's a misunderstanding about what's expected of you, and so that kind of, there's a surprise, and then you're like, well, God, I don't know if I'm going to graduate now. So knowing this ahead of time, you can avoid that by clearing up any miscommunications or anything you have questions about. Those of you that are not in school, this is specifically to do with work, with communications. There could be something about like some kind of mystery around. You may feel like you're not getting all the information, like somebody is, you can even feel like you're being used by a boss, being used by a company, taken advantage of, but then not given the promotion, not given the raise, not given the recognition that you should be getting. Again, with the Sun card though, here, it does seem like that is going to dissipate, either because you're getting that recognition next year, or you may be getting it from another company. Maybe you're going to leave and go somewhere else. Your challenge for the year, we've got the 9 of Coins. Someone else got this in the same position. Who was it? Virgo, maybe? This is all about independence, particularly financial independence, not having to depend on someone else for your money. So this is very much a card of either somebody who is just like they have a good job, but they don't have to, depend on a partner for support, or it's starting your own business, going out on your own so that you don't have to depend on a company or anyone else to make your money. You make it yourself out of your gifts and talents and hard work. But it's coming up as your challenge here. So I'm feeling like there's going to be probably several points, or at least one major point in 2020 here, Libra, where you may be tempted to go out on your own, start your own business. but you're unsure about it or tempted to go somewhere else, take a job at a different company and move on. It may involve a relocation for some of you, or travel. But yeah, the challenge could be having to do with relocation and a new beginning, so that you're freeing yourself of some ties. But because it's coming up in the challenge, you'll be conflicted about this, or maybe it'll just be a lot, of course, if it involves relocation. That's a lot of things to work out, a lot of potential stressors to make a new start in a new location. So that could be it. This may just apply to like one person, but I feel like there's one of you, maybe you've lived single for a long time, and it could be like a mother or a mother figure, a mother-in-law. I mean, maybe you are married, but your partner's away a lot, or you just have a set routine, and there could be somebody who, it's like they're either going to stay with you, asking if they can stay with you, or maybe even asking to move in or moving closer to you. You could feel like it's impeding on your independence, especially with a mother or a mother figure, because mothers tend to always treat their children like children, right? So and it could be you may feel like this is a threat to your independence, a threat to your single life, a threat, you're conflicted about this. But the thing is, whatever this is, whatever the conflict is, it's not what it appears to be at first. Gradually, you're either going to get more information so you can make a decision, or you're going to get more information so that you are not feeling conflicted about it, or it's not going to turn out the way you're initially thinking it's going to be, Libra. So, if you're living at home with your mom, if you are living at home with your mom or a grandma or an older female, your challenge could be to move out again and seek your own independence, a new beginning elsewhere. No matter who you live with, but particularly if you're living with a family member, you may really want to move out, but that may be your challenge in 2020, getting the money, getting the promotion, getting the job after you graduate or graduating, so that you can move out and be independent financially. Others of you, this is about starting your own business, maybe working from home, freelancing. There's something about breaking free that's a challenge, because you want to do it, right? If it wouldn't be a challenge if you didn't want to do this. So, but yeah, don't rush yourself. We can't, just take it day by day, set tiny goals that are on, or baby steps, and you'll eventually get there, You can make progress in 2020, even if you maybe don't reach your goal. You can definitely get a better job. You can definitely save money. And work towards this. But let's see what the help is going to be here for you in 2020, Libra. We've got the Queen of Cups. So this is a water sign person. Could be male or female in these general readings. For some of you, this will be a male. For others, a female. So a Pisces, Scorpio, or Cancer energy with this person. Very nurturing, very giving, very caring energy. If it is a woman, it's a very feminine woman. She is very much kind of the epitome of just woman. There's a very soft, very mothering energy coming through. I mean, if your mom's a water sign, it could be your mom, since that was coming up over here. I feel like for most of you, though, this is a new influence. This is someone new coming into your life. So this could be a new friend, a new person that's going to be a very positive influence. This could also be somebody who's a very spiritual person, who's going, you may meet this person in like some sort of spiritual class or spiritual seminar, or going to hear maybe someone speak or talk about a spiritual book. And, this could be the author of that book, or, because I do feel like this is somebody who is quite advanced when it comes to spirituality or psychic gifts or intuitiveness. And Yeah, this could be somebody who is really helping you in 2020. But you probably do not know them yet because this will be a new influence in 2020. So this could be romantic. It could be, you know, a water sign man or woman that you're meeting in 2020 who's going to be a very protective, positive influence to have in your life. You're going to enjoy spending time with this person. There could be some distance though. There could be like it could be like a long distance relationship. I do feel like you know, either this person may be visiting where you live and that's when you meet them, or again, like if you're both going to an event and traveling, it could be that you don't live in the same place. So so yeah, it does seem like if this is a romantic thing in particular, distance, physical distance could be a challenge for a while, but don't give up on it. You know, it does seem like you may be like, oh, well, that person's great, but they live too far away and I'm just going to forget about it, because this is indicating that, you know, you may give up too quickly on something because it's just too far and I'm not going to have time to travel there and don't be so quick to give up on it, Libra. This person is, you're definitely supposed to meet this person with ale here because it's all about spiritual guidance. Like you're being spiritually led to this person, maybe literally, again, if it's some sort of spiritual event. So trust the universe to know better than you, Libra. You got to give up control sometimes. Trust that this person is in your life for a reason. And it's not just so you can say, well, that's, you know, you live too far away. We've got planes, trains, and automobiles. You can see this person. You can talk to them on, you know, we've got all these texting devices now. So there's a lot more ways to stay in touch than before. So yeah, just don't give up too quickly on a good thing here, Libra, in 2020. Let me see what else is coming through here with this. Now, this person could also be helping you by telling you about someone to avoid, maybe particularly with money, or a company to avoid. So saying like that's a bad, you know, you want to avoid that person or that situation or that. It seems like they're giving you very pertinent information based on past experience or perhaps just their intuition that, and they're right. So I do feel like this person is either helping you or steering you away from a bad business deal, a bad investment, a bad company to work for, or just a person that's kind of on the take. So yeah, this would be somebody who is going to kind of steer you away from a pitfall, as it were, here in 2020. So very positive influence indeed, Libra. What must be accepted? We've got the Devil card in reverse. So we have the Sun, now we got the Devil. It's our second major arcana. Much better in the reverse. Because this is about finding the pattern and breaking it, particularly when it comes to either relationships or business partnerships. We've got the Gifu rune here. That's the rune of partnership. But again, it doesn't have to be relationships. It could also be your work partnerships, the companies you choose to work for, the business partners you choose to team up with. There's some sort of pattern you're finding here in 2020, and you're going to break it. You're going to liberate yourself from this. Also, if you have been, or if you tend to draw codependent types of people that make you feel chained or trapped, or you know, if it's a very toxic kind of energy, if you tend to attract those sorts of people, or you're just looking back and thinking, God, you know, I'm always, you know, why do I always end up in these relationships with, you know, jealous or controlling people, or difficult, toxic energies, or people with addictions, right? There's something that you're figuring out. For some of you, maybe this person is a therapist. Some of you may be talking to a professional who's helping you break these patterns. Because again, remember, we have this person telling you how to spot people, or how to stay away from, or certain people to stay away from. So it could be in a therapeutic sense. There is someone helping you, like, oh my gosh, yes, this is a pattern. This is what I do. So this is how to break that. Because yeah, there may be like this breakthrough with that. And then as you kind of learn that and break the pattern, you're going to start to see the positive effects of that, or the positive results. Because Iwaz is here saying, yeah, it may be longer. It may take you longer to find a partner when you don't just settle for the broken people around, or maybe the people that your energy is drawing. And it can take a while to change your energy, right? If you want to start drawing in different types of folks, and you've been drawing in maybe a lower element, you got to get your vibration up. Not that it isn't internally, but maybe what you're projecting is, for some reason, the net is ensnaring these snakes, or the kind you want to throw back, right? So I'm feeling like a lot of that going on with you, Libra. And how can I raise my energy level so that I'm attracting the kind of people I want to be with, or the kind of people that are going to have a positive influence on my life? And you're working with someone, or someone's putting a bug in your ear, or something they say that's perhaps very intuitive and insightful. It's going to help you figure this out and figure out how to do that. Or you're going to be using tools to make sure you're breaking this pattern. And it could lead to quite a wonderful relationship. But first, some of you may need to break free from a toxic one with this. You may need to end that in order to move forward. And it may be unexpected for some of you. It may come, you may think that you're with a good one, or that you found a good one, and then there's a surprise that, oh, well, this is exactly the same stuff I've been through before. But that's going to be what motivates you to figure out, like, what am I doing here that keeps attracting these kinds? And how do I make it stop? But yeah, others of you, maybe you're the one, maybe you have an addiction problem. Maybe there's something going on with you where you are feeling something that makes you feel trapped, makes you feel chained to it, like you can't function without it. So this could be somebody you are talking to about that. You could go to rehab, you could break that habit, break that pattern. Inevitably, relationships come up whenever you're, because it's usually a significant relationship in your life that starts that pattern, right? So you could be breaking that. So yeah, if you're addicted to anything, and it doesn't matter what it is, it could be, drugs, alcohol, shopping, sex, cigarettes, whatever it is that you're breaking in 2020, I do feel like you're going to have some breakthroughs regarding that. Like, whatever has caused you to have that addiction to that, whatever it is, seems to stem from partnership, or it's carrying over into relationships in some way. So, yeah, a lot of help available to you, Libra, in 2020 to understand yourself, but then, by extension, understanding the kind of people you're drawing to you and how to kind of change that pattern. Because the outcome is the Death card. Our third major arcana here for Libra in 2020. This could be a Scorpio person with the Death card here, or somebody with a strong Scorpio energy. This new person that's coming in and helping you, or giving you a heads up about someone that you shouldn't trust. Because this is the Scorpio card for the major arcana. So, but yeah, this is a complete transformation, but it's going to be due to some disappointment, or so maybe, you think you break the pattern, you draw someone new in, you're like, okay, well, I broke the pattern and I'm doing the work, so this person's got to be the right one, or perhaps it's just the ending of whatever this toxic situation is. Toxic relationship. And if it's a toxic work situation, if that's the pattern, it could be that. Scorpio time could be significant for this in 2020 as well. So that would be end of October, early November-ish. That could be when this is occurring, or you're getting the aha moment. But, and again, yeah, this is about repeated patterns too. And disappointed that, you know, but don't get disappointed in yourself. You know, you will, but you know, it just because the pattern is like trying to come back in, it doesn't mean you have to repeat it. It does seem like you can catch something in time and not go there again. You know, you can refuse it. But yeah, it does seem like there's a breakthrough. There's a big change. It does maybe start with, I'm disappointed this person was the same kind of devil. Or, you know, or maybe, you know, if you are trying to give up something or break an addiction or get help with that, you may fall off the wagon. It happens, right? Again, don't get so down on yourself. Don't be too hard on yourself. Everybody makes mistakes. The important thing is that you try again. The important thing is that you get back on the horse. The important thing is that you don't give up. Because some of the greatest victories and wins, like if you read about, I don't know, you know, if you read about successful people or see them on like, I don't know, TED Talks or on YouTube or whatever, whatever their success is, whatever they have done well in, you know, you're going to hear like how hard they fell. And you'll find that a lot of those people have had very traumatic beginnings, very hard lives before they got to where they are or earned their success or, you know, and it's usually those traumatic things or those hard things, those hard lessons, those difficult times. Those are almost always what motivated them to achieve what they've achieved. So Libra, that's what I'm feeling. It's like you're on the brink of achieving something. This is just the springboard. So even if there are disappointments or, you know, with trying to break a pattern, trying to change your life, you know, at least you're working on it. How many people don't even bother working on it, right? So look at it that way. Like, at least I'm trying to fix it. At least I'm trying to figure it out. Nobody does it perfect the first time or, you know, even longer, because there are so many hidden things in life and so many things we don't know. So many things we can't know. But you're trying to figure it out. And that's already ahead of the game when it comes to most people, Libra. So don't be down on yourself. Don't be hard on yourself. You're going to get there. Just get back on the horse. Because on the other side of this transformation is achievement, right? A win, victory, celebration. Your goal will be achieved. But yeah, independence is the way, because that's coming up as your challenge. The more independent you can be, the better. Not that you can't have good partnership with a good person, but it does seem like a year where embracing your independence is going to be a challenge, but also one that is rewarding when you get it. Let's see what your major arcana tarot card is. This is going to cover the whole year. And I've been telling everybody that with these, usually when I pull these for the year, I've noticed just personally that both the positive and the more challenging aspects are in evidence of that given year. So the World card, again, recognition, promotion, achievement, reaching a goal, the end of a cycle, right? The Death card, the end of a cycle and the start of a new one. You're moving on to another chapter. 2020, I mean, it could be a little bit of both. It could be the ending of one chapter and then starting a new one. That's what death is normally. It's like a simultaneous ending with a new beginning. And the World card is just emphasizing that. You're wrapping things up. This is the final major arcana card of the entire tarot deck. So you're moving on to a new phase of life. But you do have to kind of wrap things up. And that next chapter, that next phase is going to be better when you wrap these things up. Travel, relocation, big trips and relocation could also be the theme. And again, got that coming up here. So either you want to do that. Again, I want to have enough money to travel or move. but it's very much a theme. Other cultures, the people you meet, like this cups person, could also be, from another country, a different culture. There could be a lot of like learning about other cultures, other ethnicities, people who are very different from you, who have different viewpoints, different religious beliefs, all of that stuff. Is well starred for you. It's going to be a year full of that. So you're going to be meeting people, I think, all over, and definitely either they're traveling to where you are or you're going to be traveling to where they are. Now, the more challenging side of this is going back to the drawing board, and I think we already talked about that. There will be times where, I got to do a redo. Something's not quite finished or can't be completed in the way that it is. So, I haven't quite gotten there. There's something I need to tweak, or there must be something left to do. And you may not always know what it is, especially if it's this life lesson relationship stuff that we were talking about. You may not always know what that secret ingredient is, right? All you can do is keep trying different things until you find it. Like, what's this recipe? What's the secret ingredient that's going to kind of get me to level up here so that I can get past this obstacle and stop repeating myself? So all in all, it looks like a really good year, a really big year for you, Libra. I want to wish you the best of luck. Have a lovely holiday season, a very happy new year, a wonderful 2020 and beyond.